friends, Candy here at My Mobile Homestead. I want to apologize. I have not done a video for a little bit. That is because I went back to work, my school at the school job, and I've just been exhausted. It's like trying to maintain my garden and maintain my life all at one time, and yeah, it's been insane. So, and I'm sure quite a few of you out there can relate. But I did spend some time in my garden today, and I wanted to show you this. This is not my first harvest, but this is my biggest harvest. Whoa. So what I have here is called Timdo Honeydew Melon, and this I got from the Baker Creek Seeds catalog. And I have a ton more. I have a whole bunch more, but this one looks like it started getting really pale, and it has the cracking on this side. This is where it was sitting on the ground. So I decided, I'm going to bring it in and see if it's ready. Not 100% sure when it's ready. I was just waiting for it to kind of like die off over here, but when it started getting really pale, that was a little bit of an indicator for me. Another thing I have over here is I have a bunch of dill. This dill actually sort of came up by accident. The other guy that has a lot or couple of spots over there in the community garden, he has dill, and when it bolted, he sort of scattered the seeds around because he thinks that there should be dill everywhere. So it started cropping up in my boxes, and I was like, I have dill in my boxes. I have no idea where it came from. Oh, I'm sorry. You can pull it. No. Dill has its uses. It's okay. So I trimmed up some dill. I didn't want it bolting, especially with as hot as it's been lately. We've been in the upper 90s. Another thing that I have, this actually came up by like volunteer. And at first I thought it was maybe cilantro when it was coming up. And then I picked it. I thought, oh, I want some cilantro. And I picked it, and it smells like celery. But there's no stalk to it at all, so I don't understand what's going on. It's just the leaves and this, like this high, a little bit more than this high off the ground. No stalk whatsoever. So, and then this is part of it, but it looks not so nice. Another thing that I'm growing is these, and this is called Honeyboat Delicata. Now, I had Delicata many years ago. My mother introduced me to it, and it has a delightful, very delightful roasted corn flavor, and it's kind of like the type of squash, like acorn and butternut squash, with the hard outside, and you bake it in the oven, and it's just absolutely wonderful. But I found this in the Baker Creek catalog, and it's called Honeyboat Delicata. So it is a sweeter version of the one my mother introduced me to, and I absolutely am looking forward to giving this a try. Another thing that I'm growing is these patty pan squash. Now, I really didn't mean for it to get this big, because honestly, when you let them get too big like this, they get kind of seedy. But I'll just harvest some of the seeds and eat the rest. But this sort of came up by surprise, because I had one that was probably about this big on the vine, and it died. And then my vine started looking kind of sparse, and I thought something was wrong, and so I doubled my watering. I had it going 3 hours from 5 in the morning to 8 once a day, but it's been so doggone hot when I go and check the dirt, it's bone dry. So I did it again every 12 hours for 3 hours, and I started getting more stuff. So I'm pretty happy about that. So these are my 3 patty pan squash. The next thing I have is a ton of scarlet kale. These are also seeds that I got from the Baker Creek catalog. I really like them. Look how beautiful they are. They're just they have green, but they're purple too inside here. See that? And purple stalks. This unfortunate thing I'm having with these, which I just found out, was it's not affecting them too badly, but it appears I have aphids. A million aphids. So I'm going to have to go on out there with some of my Dr. Bronner's Castiel soap and water and spray the underside of these leaves. It doesn't appear that they are lighting on anything other than my kale. So that's what is going to get the soap for now. I don't want to put any insecticidal soap on it because I'm doing completely organic gardening. But one time I did this soap mixture that I got from Off Grid and Doug and Stacy, and I very likely did something wrong, and I murdered my cucumber. So I'm not 100% sure what I did, but I'm positive that it was me because it didn't kill their plants. So, and it's been, that was actually my last growing season, I believe, because I haven't grown any cucumber this time around. So maybe I'll follow the recipe a little more closely, or I'll try something else. I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions for how to control the aphids, please let me know. In the meantime, I'm just going to wash the heck out of them, get the little buggers off, and then these ones are going to be kale chips, and I have a few in my refrigerator that are going to be dehydrated because I incorporate them in a lot of my meals for added health. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to share all that with you. So thanks again for coming along and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. God bless.